that he has an abuser's mentality. So to your point, he wants Canada and Mexico. He wants to feel that he controls every aspect of their lives and that they need him. And at any given point, he can do something to destroy him. He gets off on that. That's his authoritarian mindset.
It's funny that you say that, because as we all know, Trump is not just president of the United States now. He's also a performer, right? Whether it's having the guy standing over his right shoulder, holding the executive orders, doing those sort of things, everything is a performance, right? This is all to make good television. You know what he's really doing with these 30 days? It's like a cliffhanger to your favorite show. Now, many people, I'm sure that are young, won't remember there was a television show called Dallas. And you may remember when that whole thing happened with J.R. Ewing, and all of a sudden there was a cliffhanger. And everybody's, whoa, what are you talking about? I have to now wait? And everybody was really nervous. It even made like the front page of the New York Times talking about who shot J.R. And you're not going to find out anything until next season, which was like in 6 months. And everybody was talking about it. That's all that they were talking about. Trump is doing the same thing. He's using Canada. He's using Mexico. He's using China. He's using Gaza. He's using Ukraine. Everything is a cliffhanger. You got to wait 30 days, whether you like it or not. So again, they're building up the tension, and I don't know what the distraction on this is supposed to be.
It's such a great point, because we can't forget that he and a lot of his team are TV reality stars. It's a crazy thing, but they're running this like it's a reality TV show. I mean, his head of Department of Transportation, Sean Duffy, was the guy running around in his underwear on real world road rules.
Nude. No, not in his underwear, nude. And then making fun of Hunter Biden. He's running around. He was running around on camera, butt ass naked.
And behaving wildly inappropriately with the women around him and other things on those clips. By the way, a lot of people took credit for digging up those clips. And I mean, granted, look, they're on Real World Road Rules Challenge, so anyone could have found them. But it was actually our research team that found those clips originally and started putting them out here at them. I just want to I'm not giving a shout out to me.
No, it sounds like you are, but that's okay.
My research team
frankly, you did an excellent job there, my
research team is the greatest
research. What you needed to do. You really showed him.
So as it relates to Mexico, because Donald Trump doesn't know what's even happening, he actually agreed to have Mexico provide less troops, about 5,000 less than are already on the border. So Mexico can reduce their troop amount to what was there under Biden. And then Mexico got Donald Trump to agree to enter into some Trump never will follow through on the deal, but that Trump had to agree to try to stop the weapons that the United States and the guns that the United States is sending across the border. So Trump got less troops from Mexico, an additional obligation from the United States. But if you were watching corporate media, when Donald Trump strikes these fake deals, whether it's Mexico, Canada, where he's losing, or Donald Trump's deal with Panama, you like this one, Cohen? We've got Panama to allow us to have the U.S. Navy vessels once again go through the Panama Canal. Well, you realize, Donald, the reason Panama agreed to that, because our Navy vessels, they don't fit through the Panama Canal. They're too big for the Panama Canal. There was never any restrictions on them going through. Our aircraft carriers and the way we've built ships since the 1970s and 80s are just too big. So maybe there was a reason why we entered into this deal with Panama to return the canal, because Panama was paying billions for it. America was paying less for it. Our ships were getting too big for the canal, where it wasn't a national security aspect anymore. And in order to have good relations in Latin America, it was something that was seen as actually a win-win when President Carter said, hey, there was currently a lease, but the lease, it was never ours. There was a lease. It was Panama's.